Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Tainted Grail. And in this episode I'm going to do something that's been bothering me for a while now. And that would be heading off to Wither's lair. Because I have been waiting for a long time for the game to provide me with a good, valid, solid reason to go there. The fact that it is such a distinctly and clearly named location gives the impression I should know who Withers is. Or what Withers is. And I just haven't found anything. I have found nothing that directs me back towards that location. It is, however, a subterranean location, one where we do not need to fear the weird night coming upon us. And as we currently lack the potions to sufficiently face him, I'm going to go to this location instead. Looks like we're going to have to fight one way or the other.
Prepare for battle.
Let's try to just make it the one.
Blow for blow!
Oh, you get hit as well.
My shield is a fortress. Your armor won't save you.
I'll strike you down.
And that still is completely
Your
unavoidable.
armor won't save you.
Probably true.
My shield is a fortress.
What I can do...
Down.
Ha.
I'll strike you down.
Big shield bashing coming.
You're nothing but a pest.
No, he didn't get to do it. Ha ha ha. Right, we'll take that. And all these. And there's a third one. I don't think I even noticed that one. My thorny exterior must be doing its job well. Let's stay wide just to cut down on fighting time, maximize journey time. And I'm not going to meddle with that shrine. We have the nice welcoming blue glow of a waypoint, which informs us we are near our location. Should be along here, I believe. There. Do we need to climb to reach that location? Possibly. Also, I went straight into recording because I didn't want to waste any daytime. Let's see. Food. We have food. Working towards our next level. No worries. I think next level we could start qualifying for Sir Lancelot's armor set. Or we're very, very close. Now there are two ways into this location. One underwater and one above ground. I would prefer to take the above ground entrance, which would presumably be up here somewhere. Here we are. The location we have no point at all to enter. Other than, it's an opportunity to adventure and gain experience and possibly ingredients for potions. Hello, Quirko. A lot of beasts in this location. Pickaxe, we don't need that very much. That looks like a shortcut. Now what do we do? Okay. Don't mind me. It almost feels as if we could have entered this location quite some time ago. And, ooh. Okay, bop. I can see now why they're giving us a return point. Ooh. Big damage. Okay. Stuff it. Oh, are you dead already? Dear game, why won't you let me? There we go. Finally. Now there is something on there that's not hostile, so we might as well explore, but first off... Oh, this feels very, Oblivion outside the Imperial City, on the way from the prison into the city. On the left there's a dungeon complex with a sort of crevasse or ravine that runs through the middle of it. Down at the bottom that's like a dead end in all directions. You can go down there and there's not really a lot down there. I think there's flying monsters, just to be more of a nuisance. But yeah. Oh, is it just a bonfire where we can cook stuff? I think that's all it is. Okay. Well, let's overburden ourselves. And see what we can cook, actually. Okay. We can pretend to feel incredibly safe by our bonfire. And again, we cannot click this button. That would be the biggest change I would like to see in the next patch. We do not make that. It's as if they want you to just use the hotkeys instead of clicking the button, which again feels like a console design. Alright, I think that's enough. We've got plenty of supplies. Only 28, we can work on that over the course of the next few levels. What are you? The thing at the back. With the large thing. Okay, it's just got a large back. It hasn't got a strange sort of thing growing out of the back of its head that attaches to its lower spine! Well, we've got ourselves a nice location here. Good, defensive, keeps us safe. So, is there supposed to be something here for a quest that isn't here because we just don't have it? Because currently this big name doesn't seem to be living up to very much. Hello? Okay, let's get out of this water quickly before it begins to feel very bad. We may need to go through there. This looks like the underwater exit. Okay. Let's swim for the surface as soon as we're outside, because we may be underwater initially. We are, as expected. Well, that was a fairly, Oh, now. We could go see that Inquisitor who seems to be turning very nasty. I suspect that would be a bad idea, though. He's back down here, isn't he? Around there. We don't want to go deal with this, because it seems highly immoral, which means we're probably returning to the Forlorn Swords. Again, I wonder if this valley being seemingly under the grip of the Weird Knight permanently might mean that the Weird Knight won't enter in there because it's in a different sort of world state, but I highly doubt that is the case. You know what? Let's call for our horse. There you are. Lovely. And you don't even have a name. Right, let's get moving. That cloak has major clipping, but we don't ride often. So there we go, less clipping now when we're going somewhat closer to full tilt. Have to find something else to do for the rest of the episode now. I think we got some more sage, so we should be able to make a few more potions. Yeah, forget it, lads. I'm out of here. You know, in a shake of a pony's tail, I'll be gone. And this ain't no pony, this is a horse. Not even a war horse. I should probably be on the... Oh, you know what I could do, mind? I could head back down to the Forlorn Swords to see if the Weird Knight will pursue us there. Or if he's strictly limited to this level 2 and the following level 3 area. If we think of that as a level 1 area. And while we're thinking of areas, what are you doing outside your post?
What is it now? If it's chatter you're after, you'll be disappointed.
I've got some questions, but I doubt you'll answer one about that. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, time is... Ooh, getting on for the evening, alright. Probably shouldn't stray too far outside the city walls then. But what I should probably do is sell some things and make some potions. Here we are. We'll do the selling first. It will lighten our load as opposed to the potions, which will increase it.
A fine day for business. And perhaps for bargains, too.
Perhaps. I'm just thinking what rationale a game could have for some kind of pawnbroker type NPC who never sells you anything but always buys things. And we have the no titanium arrows in our inventory, which we can't get rid of still. Okay. Anything here? We have this key to the chest. We don't know which chest. And it's not a quest item. Then again, I don't think we can actually sell those. Alright. Let's go brew. Then we're probably resting overnight and heading back to the Forlorn Swords to attempt to gain some experience and not get caught out at night time, because we do not have the potions to survive another encounter with that great blue hideous beast. Okay, what can we make? Really? Oh, 4. I see. You know what, though? He is somewhat vulnerable to bleeding. Here we go.
Pleasure to see you.
Yes? Sorry, were you saying something? Or just acknowledging my return once more? While we're at it then. Huh. Okay. Flaming butterfly, consumable. We know nothing about what it'll do. So let's just hold off. Oh yes, and we're missing... Better sell that. We're missing part of the Horned Warden set, at least the body portion, which is probably somewhere in this area. Some guards show health and stamina on mouse server, others do not. I wonder under what circumstance those stats would matter for them. See this one? Nothing. Are there some we can fight and some who are merely window dressing? Or is it something else? Hey.
Hello there. Looking for something special today?
Got another one for you. Forgot to drop this off last time. There we go. If only we could close that gap.
What brings you this way?
Hang on. I don't suppose you could sell me... I don't think he does.
Got money? I've got elixirs.
Yeah, but do you have sage for sale? I think... That's an... Yes! Oh yes. We are back in business. Sod it. So he sells green butterflies, which are also consumable. Perhaps we need to find a recipe that will transform butterflies from consumable to crafting ingredient. See, no stats here. This one? He is not the statted one. Very well. But, equipped with a few more potions, we might have the... I think we stick at these for a bit. These rows they are indeed. You know, not bad. And we're pushing 70 there, so we could almost work on some of these. Caller's Grace. Increases... Oh, we're not summoning anything. Ah, but we were considering some summoning spells. Yes, I remember now. Okay. I definitely feel that Wither's Lair doesn't seem to have any sort of withering thing in it. Or anything called Withers. And there's probably something we can do that would change that. You're the guard with health and stamina. Why? You a monster in disguise? And looking at the time, I think we just need a point of strength to qualify. We're going to meander over and take a look, have a nice little rest, and then go out adventuring the next day. Armor 15 strength. I think we're on 14. We are. Excellent. It will be a very different kind of experience to the Stamina Forever experience of the Green Knight's armor, which has been quite an enjoyable one, but it will allow us to strike with considerably more power, which, against the Weird Knight, would be highly beneficial. In fact, if we're that near to leveling, I'm starting to like this idea. Yes. The thing is, without quests, that's actually not that close.
I wasn't expecting company.
But if I take this with me now, one, two, three, four, and 5 pieces of the set, all gathered correctly. And I think we can even go visit the forge before we turn in for the night, as the mighty monolith keeps the Weird Knight at bay. Both kinds of Weird Knight, by the way. You know, there might be a new plan. I was thinking of calling this episode something like, you know, Wither's Lair, Wither's Den, finally going into Wither's Lair. The episode title might be Where Was Withers? And if any of you have played the game and got this far and had a very different experience inside that cave complex, please let me know, because it seemed fairly pointless going in there. There wasn't a lot going on. So I sense I'm missing out on something. Speaking of missing out, I don't have that much titanium. And it is... You know what? I know a few places in this realm. I could go pick it up. One of which is by that Inquisitor I wanted to check up on. So, upgrade. Armor. So the critical damage increases, physical damage increases. Oh, lovely. 7. I can probably do 1 upgrade each for everything. So, let's go +1. So 2 on the breastplate. 2 on the legs. Looks like we can go another round, so why not? Send them all to +3. Nowhere near our current +4 gear, so we would take an armor hit. 9, 7, 11, 9. I mean, the armor ratings are the same. 19. So, yeah. The armor ratings are the same, so it's just the properties, really. Would be nice to go get some more, though. You are only meteorite. Same here. Interesting. Let's go rest. Then we can go mine some more titanium upon the morn. Because it's not safe to leave the city limits at this point. Not that you could really call this a city, it's a hamlet at best, posing as a very small village. I think we have to imagine it's on a somewhat grander scale and there are more people living here. I'm going purely by the amount of buildings, not the amount of people I see. We could imagine that many people have left for Camelot already, but even so, this place is tiny. Alright, let's get out there and have some fun. And if we happen to harvest some sage along the way, all the better. Apparently this woman's a minor romantic interest. Nowhere near as much as Bayor or Lady Alyssa. I think she's kind of a quick fling, one and done kind of girl. We could take the horse for speed, and I'm really tempted to, but I think I'll be probably wanting to dismount around that bridge anyway, so might as well just... start as we mean to continue, really. Okay, sounded like we were going to get to hear the combat music of those horrible creatures coming for us. Hey, come on, I got that one. It's still there. Are plants not disappearing when I pick them today? Or just those ones in particular? By which I don't mean those particular instances, I mean any instance of that particular plant. Well, guess what? Here we go. I'm thinking in the Forlorn Swords there's that tomb of one of the clans that I haven't... it was by the tomb of the First Men. Yeah, by the caves of the First Men. Just off to the left and a little bit earlier. We'll have this. I'd even forgotten it was here. But I'll take it. Look, I don't want to fight, but if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, okay? There's not a lot over there by way of resources for me. That looked full of some kind of... Whoa, what are you... Who's that up there? That's bad people. Let's find a way to them. That looks like a bit of a big jump. But if we go around this path, we should make it up to them.
I'll face every threat.
Oh god, that's a huge weapon. That's a druggy twat shit who plays Dark Souls kind of weapon. Yeah, we're not over encumbered, okay. Interesting. Hello, I can pick these. See there, we see the plant remaining. The harvestable part of the other plant is not evident enough in its absence once it has been plucked. And where does this go? One might wonder. Have we been all the way over there? I think we have. What are you? Look like those things we just dealt with in the cave, so yeah. Bridge, swamps, Lover's Hollow, right, yeah. Nice to know that portion of the river is occupied. Let's stay on the high ground rather than the slightly lower ground over there and see where this particular avenue takes us. Let's take some of these because they make our percent potions rather than fixed amount potions. This is where the witch had her camp. And we should now be able to head down this way towards you bastards. And we're in the green fog that surrounds the swamp. And we're now over encumbered. Hooray. Wolves, we can take wolves. That, not something we particularly want to mess with today. Yeah. We shall smite the wicked fanged one with its fur. You will not get stuck in the tree, matey. We'll come through to you instead. How about that? What the fuck? Did it just roll like a... Oh, what do you call it? Marrowghast. He seems to be sitting. Doesn't seem to be overly hostile at the moment.
Welcome back, Wanderer.
Hello.
Certainly. Here's what I have.
You were acting very strangely the last time I saw you. I am somewhat concerned. Why don't you take these off me? I'm not sure if... I'll just put it in the stash. Still can't sell the no titanium arrows, I see. I am not sure where the final Horned Warden's shrine should be. It might be from a quest instead. That could make a lot of sense. Okay, let's go dig.
Fare thee well, then.
A voice that practically growls with mild menace. Let's get that jumping practice in. Come on, I've done it before. For God's sake. Okay. Okay, so leaping up onto here fails. Leaping up onto here at a different angle is successful. Worth remembering. Almost enough for another full set of armor upgrades there, I believe. 6, we're needing 7 per, aren't we? And we're inching ever so closer along that experience line. Hello. Excellent stuff. Worth checking just in case. Ah. Oh. Hello. We can make an offering? Is this it? We'll give 1 straw child skull. Just experience points. Worth a try in case it helped us gain the last part of that druidic set. Oh, okay. Well, hang on. Okay. Okay, yeah, sure, you hit that Croakmore. All I did was strike you once, you silly drowner. Hang on. We've been here before. That dead body is naked. Where's he? Found him! Did we parry? I don't know. Look, fuck off! I'm busy. Thank you. I just don't know. The parrying's just too difficult in this game. Even with the abilities and upgrades that make it easier, it's too difficult. Now, this is going to be silly, but maybe if there was some kind of visual or auditory indicator upon a successful parry that was far more noticeable than whatever there might be. I mean, what have we got currently if we successfully parry? The parry uses no stamina, so we don't see the green bar move. That's it, I think. So, if there was something more noteworthy, then I don't think I'd enjoy it very much. But it would help me to learn when I've successfully done it, and therefore perfect the timing for future endeavours, right? So the lack of a notification is actually making it a complete mystery. Yeah, we see you. Don't worry. You're on. There we go. You're not being overlooked or anything. Oh, hello. Here we go. Probably should just leave them with their rags. It's not getting me very much. And the hour is starting to grow late. We should head back to town soon. But I think by route of this path here.
Welcome back, Wanderer. Certainly, here's what I found.
I do feel most welcome indeed. Yeah, just sell them. Right. You know what, selling in this historical view does make it easier to avoid accidentally selling treasured possessions. Let's move.
Fare thee well, then.
Look, I'm just going to wade in and take the hits because I've got the armor to do it. I think we're almost back at full. Got that level. We'll be taking care of that soon enough. Alright, you lot. Oh, you're fairly nimble. Spry little buggers today, you spiky gits, aren't you? Right. There we go. And now for the really tough one. Fuck it. Chop the wooden lady with the axe. How very stereotypical. How very Tin Woodsman. Where's the second one? There's the second one. And there's a bloody bear. Let's try to avoid it. How about this? How about we... Again, jumping angle did it all.
We have company.
We do indeed.
Your gold belongs to us now.
My turn.
This is my lucky day. Your wealth is ours.
Right, you. Had enough yet?
Your money.
Pity. And here's a bonfire. Well, we're obviously taking strength this level. Here we go. And, let's see. I see 3, 4, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this tree. So we're going this one. The lifesteal would be good, especially against very tough opponents. Actually, I can think of some really... Yeah, sure, just take that right now. Here we go. Crushing Blow and Culling the Herd would be useful in future. I mean, these are all pretty good. Let's head back to town before it gets too late. There we can upgrade a few more armor pieces to +4. Not quite everything. Unless I can remember where to find some more titanium. Makes me wonder if Titania from A Midsummer Night's Dream should be a ginormous woman. If we make it a pun on Titan.
You fight like a milkmaid.
But mate, we gotta kill him before he twats us with that massive shield of his. You know, I can't be the only person who's noticed I've been playing this game less and less recently. It's probably due to the lack of anywhere safe to rest in the Forlorn Swords region, combined with the weird night chasing me at night time. Which obviously consumes quite a lot of potions. You know what? Fuck it. Okay, try again.
You're no match for me.
Fucking hell, right.
I'm invincible.
No, you're not.
Back to your hovel, coward. You're nothing but a
I think that's the equivalent of callous men of Rohan. Go back to your goats.
Your armor won't save you.
A line that was not in the films.
Show me what you're made of.
So, book fans, let me know if you recognize it.
I see fear in your eyes.
Just work away, pummel the ever-loving crap out of it. We may just have to make the regeneration potions. Yeah, the percentile ones for now. But most importantly, we are getting within the city walls before it gets too dark. Again, it's not a city. It's more of a ruin, really. One of these burdock rats mana potions, isn't it? So, I've also missed a few nights recently where it's just been weird stuff happening, or I've been too exhausted or ill. Gonna hope to pick up on that soon, as my health is indeed improving. And there will be, hopefully, getting back to multiple episodes of this game every week. I mean, at one point there were, what, 3 or 4 episodes a week? I might be able to get up to that again, but I might want to squeeze in a little something instead for a while. That being said, I think I'm running to a similar sort of situation as I did with Baldur's Gate 3 towards the end, where everything slowed down. There was so much to do, but it didn't feel as engaging. It felt more like sort of splurging filler materials stuck together. What is he? Oh, it looked like he was clutching his head as if he was about to turn into a weird tainted mutant and attack us. And that was not something I was looking forwards to. So if we can upgrade all parts bar one of the set. Critical damage, but not critical chance. They all increase physical damage. Critical chance, but not critical damage. Those two synergize very well, so let's just do that right now. Attack speed is the thing I've never really gained a massive bonus from, so what's the benefit of increasing maximum stamina? If our health's low, we've lost stamina from being hit anyway. Increasing our maximum stamina should allow us to hit more and hit harder. It doesn't... It should theoretically increase our current stamina by the same amount. There we go, so we have one left which could do half the upgrade on the gauntlets. Wait. We have none left? Fair enough. Another day or two of that and we'd have our armor up to +4. By which I mean up to the current level. We would, however, be wanting to transfer all these, wouldn't we? These all decrease stamina regeneration. It was for being hit, wasn't it? Killing an enemy and taking damage. Got it. So we'd lose out on about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 armor because the gloves are only +2, right? So we'd be going down to 65.6. And we're a way away from Born in Armour and Armoured Skin getting an upgrade, although that could happen very soon. Again, I wish I hadn't spent that point because this used to do something different, or they've just changed the description to make it clearer. Feels like a waste, but hey. Okay. Do we like this shield? Charges, 10 charges. As opposed to... Heyo, I see 3 flame torrents. One of those can go. As opposed to something that's in the stash that's not the same. Okay. What I could have done is concentrate on pushing something to +4 and begin to change over. As it stands, we have a good overall armor rating at the moment. Oh, and it would push us into the light armor category as well. That I would not be so happy with. So we'd lose a little more protection, I think. Go 7 instead. Get an extra hour of daylight. Well, I've been enjoying this Green Knight armor set, but I do want to try out Sir Lancelot's set as well. Even if I feel the green set may suit my playstyle more. Right. So, feather, spike. Feather. Yes, and I did make sure it was for +1/1. There we go. Feather. Spike again. Interesting, okay. Again, the percent of damage received seems to be after armor, not original total damage. Okay. Coin and fan shell. I think that's just stacked separately because it was removed, but hey, here we go. Right. Green gem and the spikes. Obviously spikes should come first because they're from her ladyship. And the box. And shell. Shell fan. The box. Burns. Shell fan. There we go. So, same enchantments. I'm not going to do it just yet. We're already running over encumbered because of the fact that we went to bed and rested. Let's get a little privacy before we change our armor. Right. And because we tried this on, we do know what it looks like. But it will look very pretty. The dangling male outside, the... begins with a P, doesn't it? The shin plates, like polyons or something. No, not pauldrons, that's shoulders, I know. I'm just trying to remember what the bloody thing's called. There we go. And if we wanted, we could just hide that, but we're not going to do that. Looking very saintly, although that tangling cloth is looking a little tattered. We could also craft some potions while we're at it, why not? Because I don't think we can make very much, that's why not. But we should endeavour to replenish our liquid supplies all the same. Oh, right.
You're doing it.
So yeah, just a load of these. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. And now let's go sell. And lighten our load once more. So our armor should... 49! Yeah! 49 down from like 60. Oh, right. Yeah. 59. There we go. Now it all makes sense. But we'll put it on when we get into danger. By which I don't mean when something attacks us, I mean when we go to a dangerous place. Because guess what? We'll be going to a dangerous place, alright. We might even be able to avoid tangling that bear again. Possibly on horseback. I suppose we just ride past it and it would give up on the chase eventually, but we don't want to lead it off to the stone wardens. The bear, that is, not the horse.
Hello there. Looking
Hello.
for something special today?
Well, that was some interesting spinning on the spot. So interesting, in fact, I'm apparently treating you to a nice little belch. It is not called Toby. Actually, that's a very good point. I do want to play Shakespeare versus Cthulhu at some point. Soon. Do I have duplicates? I may very well do. Oh, we could do weapon upgrades as well. Alright, well, hold on to that idea. Keep that notion in the old noggin, as it were. Weapons. Yeah, we don't need two of those. There we go. Right. And to complete the experiment, we would place these in storage. I may regret that and want them out again soon, but for now, my damage should now be horrific. %276% melee damage, up from about 140 or something. We are now looking at some very large damage numbers. And critical damage, critical chance. I think one of these increases. No, none of them increases our base damage, just our critical chance by... That's not going to change, is it? 25%. Okay, so our critical chance on low health would leap from 12% to 27%, which is a significant increase. This armor set may thrive on instances of low health, or by combining with the elements of the duelist set that restore health on critical hits. I believe it may have been... None of the gauntlets were just a big critical hits restore stamina, not health. Was it just for cloak? We have cloaks that increase healing. Okay, we can work on that. But for now, we're wanting to work on putting as much distance between Quanacht and ourselves as possible before darkness falls.
Some spare food, a coin.
X? No. Z? Here we go. That looked like her hair was clipping through the back of the helmet for a moment there. I'm glad I checked. Ugh. That cloth covering on the helm does not look as impressive as... there's the big 40k Iron Halo style spiked crown on the back of the helm. I think I can't tell for certain. I'd need to sod it. Let's get really buggy. Whoa, no, 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 I don't want to do any of that. I just want to... It is technically attached to the back of the helmet, but only barely. Right, let's get back to our bear dodging antics. Don't mind me. I'm barely on the periphery of your consciousness. Let's keep it that way, bear. You stay with bear and I'll go beer. This way. From bear. It's like a really bad shit speech impediment. The word shit used because of Peter Kay, actually. You know, Peter Kay's Car Share, if you've watched it, the episode of The Monkey. There's a moment where he says, "I can't believe it, it's like some shit comedy." Which I find quite funny because he wrote the bloody thing. So he's kind of calling out himself there and making an extra joke of the situation. And you gonna get choppy chopped. Go on. You know you want to. Think the third person axe attack there might... No, the other one. Might need a little work. And ironically it didn't want to play when there was no foe to beat the butt of the axe against. Hey, if I can't get in from this side, and yes, I just pressed the X key to get back in first person view as if I was playing Skyrim, maybe I can get in from over here. I probably can't, but... That looks like we're not supposed to be in there. Okay. Well, let's get back inside the Fallen Swords region, and then I think I'll end the episode there. It will give me something to explore for next time. Where we will once again, presumably, attempt to make our way... There's not a lot of quests in this region at the moment, either. I suspect that completing this one will unlock quite a few more. But we might just have to explore and roam around quite a bit. It would probably be a lot safer to face the knight in the wyrdness back in Coanacht, where the local hazards are less deadly than here in the Forlorn Swords region, where if another creature blunders into our confrontation with him, we may suffer significantly. Mate, I think it's going to take you a really long time waiting for me to be able to tell your mate you're too injured to go and,
Don't keep Gerfan waiting. He's not as patient as he used to be.
He's not as accessible either. Right. Let's end the episode here. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one, which hopefully I will enjoy quite a lot more than the last one or two. I'll say bye for now, everyone, and cheerio. See you all soon.